Okay, so you're having trouble waking up at the same time every day. Well, look, here's a few tips that you might find useful. Number one, set an alarm for a realistic time. Realistic is the buzzword. You don't want to have a time that's too early that you feel is unachievable. And you also don't want to set a time that's going to be too late so that it throws your sleep-wake cycle out of whack. Make sure that your alarm is close to you so that you can hear it, and also make sure it's not too close so that you can hit the snooze button so easily. Number two, have something planned for the morning that's pleasant or acts as some kind of incentive for you to get out of bed. These sorts of things might include a nice cup of coffee at your favourite cafe, going out for breakfast with a friend, going for a walk or going to the gym. Just something that makes you look forward to getting up in the morning. If you start work later in the day, or you're a student or you're not working, then have a think about some other sorts of obligations or activities that you might be able to set for yourself first thing in the morning. Number three, it's really important that you realise how important getting up at the same time every day is in terms of managing sleep problems. The reason why this is so important is that getting up at the same time every day acts like an anchor for what we call your circadian rhythm, and it keeps that in place. And what this rhythm does is it determines the timing of your sleep. So if you get up at a regular time in the morning, what you'll find is that the time that you fall asleep in the evening will be a lot more predictable. It's also important to realise that this gets easier over time. It's hard for the first few days or maybe the first week, but then it'll start to feel a lot easier. Okay, so in summary, if you're having trouble getting up at the same time every day, number one, just make sure you set an alarm for a realistic time. Number two, try and create some incentive or something pleasurable for when you wake up in the morning. And number three, remind yourself of why it's important to get up at the same time every day in order to manage long-term sleep problems.